The story of Pocahontas. Over 400 years ago, there was a young girl named Matoaka. Matoaka was a Native American who belonged to a tribe called Powhatan. She was the chief's daughter. She was a very funny and happy girl. She was always playing with the small children and running through the woods. Her nickname was Pocahontas, which means playful. One day, when Pocahontas was playing with her friends, she saw many ships arriving on the beach. The ships brought many settlers from England who were coming to live in America. All of Pocahontas's friends were frightened, but Pocahontas felt excited about meeting different people. The English settlers started to build homes and raise their families, while the Powhatan watched them from a distance. Many Powhatan were afraid of the English. Some of them even thought they were demons. The settlers had strange ways for many Powhatan, and some decided to bring that issue to the tribe's chief. "We must make the settlers go away. If not, they may take our lands or even kill us." The chief told them he would think about what should be done. But Pocahontas was not afraid of the English settlers. In fact, one day, while she was walking in the forest, she met an English captain by the name of John Smith. He was one of the leaders of the settlement. "What are you doing with that long stick?" Pocahontas asked him. "I am hunting for wild animals," Captain John Smith replied. "But the animals are our friends, and they too have the right to live in freedom in the forest," Pocahontas reasoned. "Why don't you try these berries and this corn instead?" John Smith agreed. Captain John Smith and Pocahontas met many times and became very good friends. While she would show him every hidden corner of the land, John Smith told Pocahontas stories about the old world and even taught her how to read. One day, though, a fight started between the Powhatan and the settlers. The Indians captured Captain John Smith, and they were going to kill him. "We don't want you here. You are evil," many said. Suddenly, Pocahontas came to the rescue. "Please, Father, do not kill him. He is my friend. He is not evil, nor are his people. We can all be friends," she pleaded. The chief, trusting his daughter, agreed to release John Smith. Pocahontas herself took John Smith back to the settlers. She became friends with them all and helped to make peace with the Powhatan. A few years later, Captain John Smith had to return to England. He was happy to go back to his family, but sad to leave America and his dearest friend, Pocahontas. Pocahontas wished him all the best, and off he sailed back home. The new captain of the settlers was not as friendly and generous as John Smith, so quickly the fights between the settlers and the Powhatan started anew. One day, Pocahontas was captured by the new captain. The captain knew that if he had the chief's daughter, the settlers would not be attacked. Pocahontas was very well treated. She was given food and clothing and many books to read. She liked living among the settlers. John Rolfe, a young and handsome settler, used to come to visit Pocahontas. They would talk about books and nature and would take walks together on the sandy beaches. Soon they fell in love and wanted to get married. So John Rolfe went to Pocahontas's father and asked for his consent to marry the princess. The chief did not relish the idea, but he knew that it would bring peace to the land, and that, above all, would make his daughter happy. So he agreed. The settlers and the Powhatan celebrated a grand wedding together, and finally there was peace and happiness. After the wedding, John Rolfe took Pocahontas to London. Pocahontas was impressed by the magnitude of the city. It was just as John Smith had once told her. Pocahontas started a family and quickly adapted herself to live in the city, but never lost her kindness and good heart. She was very happy, and back in America, no one ever forgot the beautiful Native American princess who brought peace between the settlers and the Powhatan. The end.